So this morning, you can clearly see what is going on here. This morning, you can see as soon as I turn my phone off, I just put the phone into airplane mode. That is why you just saw this happen. So this morning, I put my phone on airplane mode. I just put my phone on airplane mode like 1:44 a.m. And you can clearly see what just happened on the Genius group. You can clearly see it. As soon as I put that on, boom, it dropped. And meanwhile, I just tweeted, this is my tweet, that at 9:40 a.m., both AHT, and Genius were paid at 1.43 and 0.43. You can see that. So as soon as I put my phone on airplane mode, they quickly dropped the Genius group from 0.428 down to where it is now. You can see that. They quickly dropped as soon as I put the phone on airplane mode. They tracked my phone and quickly dropped it. As a matter of fact, before I put the phone on airplane mode at 9:42, I first of all tried to take a picture of Genius group. It was then 142.888, and then this they were matching that together with this AHT at 142.88. As soon as I tried to take the picture, they quickly dropped it because they saw it. Then my phone wasn't off airplane mode. They quickly dropped Genius to 0.4202. I believe I got that picture at 4202. And then I changed my mind. I said, oh, let me put the phone on airplane mode. I put the phone on airplane mode, boom. Immediately, they dropped the Genius to 0.41, where you're looking at it right now. And you can see that. And meanwhile, all day, like I see this app. I was trying to get this app to work. They froze this app. They froze this app through the malware they have on my system. They froze this app. It wasn't working. You can see that. You can clearly see that. You can see the Genius. You can see the AHT. They froze the app. It wasn't working. Completely not working. And then they just left it like that. You can see for yourself. You can see that for yourself. You can see that. So they froze the app completely. The app was not working. And then I had to reboot the app. But prior to then, I already tweeted. You can see my tweet earlier. I already tweeted about that. After I tweeted about that, then I restarted the app, and the app started working. And then I grabbed my phone to grab some of these pictures. And as soon as I grabbed my phone to grab the pictures, this is what you're looking at now.
Helped mold the map of Southern Africa as it is.
Can see that?
After the Mfecane, various chiefs fled elsewhere and established new kingdoms, such as in modern-day Lesotho and Mozambique.
Can see that?
In part of what became Zimbabwe, one chief founded the Nrde kingdom in Matabeleland. Bulawayo is its main town, and this is where I meet Patisa Niasi, a cultural expert who tells me about this King Mzilikazi.
King Mzilikazi, as some people will say, was probably the second greatest fighter in Libya.
See? Now I started walking, and as I started walking, you can see that's what you basically see happening there. And then let me show you, so you can see the volumes on these stocks. Let's see. Let's look at the first one, which will be, let's look at the AHT, so you can see for yourself. See the volume on the AHT. You can see the AHT. See that? 41,000 shares. 41,000 shares. You can see where it opened. 135. 135 was exactly where I placed my bid last night. 135 was exactly where I placed my bid last night. You can see the market cap of AHT, 58 million. This company was over $1 billion in 2021 before they started taking it down. So total gain for these criminals over $900 million. Then let's go to Genius. Everything I'm doing here, they're seeing it. Can see the genus. Can see the genus. Can see how they quickly moved the numbers around. Can see that volume already is 7 million shares, right? Can see that volume is already how much? 7 million shares. Let's see. I'm trying to show you guys where it opened. Days range yep, see that 0.44 to show exactly what I was talking about. You know, so now as I am doing this, can see the AHT and everything trickle down. Yesterday I placed a bid to buy. Look, see that? Can see that? Can see that clearly for yourself? You can see that clearly for yourself. And this is happening as soon as I started touching the app. As soon as I came over here and started touching the app, this app right here. Don't forget that when I was in the computer, you guys saw the AHT at 143. As soon as I came over here and started touching the app and bringing up the numbers, you can see that. As soon as I started touching the app, bringing up the numbers, that's what you started seeing this. See that for yourself? Clearly, right? Time, 9:51 a.m. on 3/15/2024. See that? You see crime emotion. Crime emotion. Clearly. See that for yourself?
Who became king in 1840, managed to rebuild the Zulu kingdom. When Nrde died, he was succeeded by Cetrayo, his 40-year-old son. Cetrayo was tall,
I'm glad to see that.
with regal bearing. He invited the British representative, Theophilus Shepstone, to his coronation, who described him as
a man of considerable ability, much force of character, and has a dignified manner. In all conversations with him, he was remarkably frank and straightforward.
Consider
Naturally proud of the
that is how far the stock market has gone.
Policy and deeds of his uncle and
That is how far that is how far the stock market has gone.
Shepstone proved to be a fickle friend and turned on the king, deciding to seize his lands. Cetrayo expressed his concern.
I hear
See that?
troops arriving in Natal.
This started. You saw when I opened the app. As soon as I opened the app, that's basically when they started happening. You clearly saw it for yourself. As soon as I opened the app, they tracked me on the app, and then quickly brought down the AHT to where it is now.
Thus giving them a pretext for war. In January 1879, British forces crossed into the Zulu kingdom at Rorke's Drift and selected a giant rocky outcrop called Isandlwana. Here they were attacked by a Zulu force of 20,000. 870 British soldiers were killed, only 55 survived. It was a significant victory for King Cetrayo, who is the great-great-grandfather of Mangosuthu Buthelezi.
I think King Cetrayo is one of our greatest kings.
See that? So I'm going to make a tweet. I'm going to make a tweet again right now. Hold on. As I was typing the last post, you can see how the stock just came up. You can see that. You can see how, as I was typing this last post right here, you can see what just happened. As I was typing this post last year, you can see the post, the three posts. See that? As I was typing the post right here, the criminals read it, and as soon as they read it, they quickly dropped the stock to 0.38 to deflect from the post that I was about to make. You can clearly see that for yourself. You can see that. Time now is 10 a.m. exactly on 3/15/2024. You can clearly see that for yourself.
full of
See
the
that?
kind of goods that would have been on display and on sale at the time. And at
Can
first
see
you
that?
get the impression that it's a little bit like
Can see?
Disneyland, but actually it's pretty evocative of that era. One of the best known of the mining.
Can see that? As soon as I started typing the post, they quickly dropped. Well, they initially dropped the AHT to 1.40 from 1.43, and then they now try to drop the Genius group to 1.4050, and that was when I mentioned it in my as I was typing, and then immediately I posted, they quickly dropped it to 0.38, anticipating that I was going to make the post. You can see the post right here. So in anticipation of, this is the first post that I made, so in anticipation of this other post right here, you can see the post. In anticipation of this post, you can see the post right here, you can see that. So in anticipation of this other post, that right here, they quickly dropped the stock. They quickly dropped the Genius group to this. You can see that? They quickly dropped the Genius group to this. And they dropped this in anticipation of the post that I was going to make. They quickly dropped the Genius group to this. And this is what has been going on. And this is also the subject of the lawsuit. And this particular thing will find itself into the lawsuit. You can see that for yourself. You can see that for yourself. The hacking never stopped. Being in my computer never stopped. See that? Never stopped. It's ongoing till today. Thank you. I just posted more. Can see that? I just posted more stuff here. Can see that clearly? Just posted more stuff here. For this is what I just posted more for in response to routers, and now I am going to go in and I'll place order. I'll place order to buy 3,000 shares at 0.38 and another 3,000 shares, and you can see that, you can see where it is. So I'm going to go in and place order to buy 3,000 shares at 0.38, and I'll place order to buy another 3,000 shares at 0.37. So I'm going to do it now. Thank you. But see that? You can see that for yourself. You can see that as soon as the Genius group started headed down, you can see that they quickly turned down the AHT up. You can see that for yourself. See that?
Mbanza Congo was densely populated.
Now I'm going to place the order in. See that?
Supply of manpower. And there was a
and meanwhile,
of labor.
Note that for 2 days, since 2 days, throughout yesterday, the AHT did not trade at all.
Basket making and trade was based on a system of barter. Textiles, for instance, could be exchanged.
Throughout yesterday, the AHT did not trade at all.
Less than a century after the Congo Kingdom was established, Portuguese sailors arrived at the port of the Mani Congo in Zinga at Ipuru in
did not trade at all.
1883.
Then, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go place order to get 3,000 shares at AHT at 0.38.
And his son became known
Okay.
as Afonso.
See that?
By the time Afonso became king in 1509, the seeds for European domination of this part of Africa had been sown.
See
A
that?
year later, the Portuguese began what became known as the transatlantic slave trade. King Afonso I was opposed to this and wrote to the Portuguese king telling him,
Écoutez, vos gens qui sont ici ne respectent personne.
Consider for yourself.
Comme esclaves, même les
Consider.
gens de ma maison. Donc les gens de ma famille, il faut interdire cette activité parce que cette activité n'est pas
See that?
conforme
All
au
this.
christianisme.
All this
Ils arrivent avec
being
un
done
discours d'amitié
in
et de
response
coopération.
to my
C'est
posts.
après que les rois africains se rendent compte
See
que
that?
derrière ce discours-là, il y avait des préoccupations économiques. C'est après qu'ils vont se rendre compte, notamment à partir de l'activité des missionnaires, que les missionnaires sont beaucoup plus intéressés à la
See
fête
that?
négrière qu'à l'évangile.
Afonso tried to prevent people from being illegally enslaved, but in
See that?
1542 he died. But once a king died, there was usually some dispute over the succession, either between his brothers or the sons of the Mani Congo.
See that?
Sometimes these rivals would form competing factions for power.
Meanwhile, let me show you.
And the rivalry
For you to see that
lasted
there's no
very, very
trading
long
going
time.
on.
Over the following decades, the Kingdom of Congo was
See that?
subsumed by power struggles.
Now,
which
see?
weakened its control over
Lost Town
its
Motors
own
came out
independent
and
kingdom,
and you can see Lost Town Motors at 231.
by the
You can see where it's going.
And
You can see
apart
Lost
from
Town Motors at
control
$2.31,
there were also the
right?
activities of the Portuguese,
And then,
who were
boom,
increasingly
suddenly the
trading
AHT
slaves.
starts going back down. You can see that.
Bon, dans la
And Lost Town
mesure
Motors is
où
now
le royaume du
$2.31.
Congo ne va pas
And that's the
collaborer
reason.
directement à la
That's the reason
sécurité,
why they're now
l'intérêt
open.
pour
They're now
les
openly
Portugais
doing what
va
they're doing.
davantage aller vers
See
plus
that
de
at
fric.
$2.31.
Donc, vers le royaume
$2.31. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I tried to buy more at $1.65. 2 days ago, they wouldn't sell it. I did everything to get more at $1.65. They wouldn't sell it. And now, Lost Town Motors comes up. You can see that it opens at $2.31.
And launched slaving raids inland or relied on
See that?
local rulers.
Meanwhile, let's show you the AHT to see that there's no trading going on the AHT. You can see the AHT. Look, see that? 88,000 shares, right? You can see that? 88,000 shares. Now let's show you the Genus Group for you to see. You can see the Genus Group. They have 8 million, but the stock is just going back down. So it's essentially moving it among themselves. Now let's show you the Lost Town Motors. There is nothing. See that? There is no trade going on. It's just, see that? It's just, the range right now, day's range is $2.31, but there's no buying going on. It's only $1 that one share that has been traded on it. You can see that for yourself.
And this period of African history
Can see that?
has given rise to one of the best-known queens of that era who resisted the Portuguese.
You can see the crime.
She was Queen Nzinga of the
Okay.
N35,
See that?
Nzinga formed powerful alliances and was in
that?
constant warfare with the Portuguese for about a quarter of a century. She
See
was
for
a
yourself.
great diplomat,
Soon as
a
it turned around.
negotiator and brilliant tactician.
I'm gonna wait and get a little more of the Genus Group when they bring it down to 0.37. You can see the Lost Town Motors. The 137 is the AHT is exactly where I bought the last. My last buy was at 137. I tried to get more at 135. They won't fill it. The order is still right there. They will not fill it. So, but I'm going to pause this right now, and I'll go in and I place order to buy more of the Genus Group at. Well, I really don't need more. Thank you.
Well trained by her father.
So I just opened up my tweets and checked them, and then immediately after checking them, they can see that they returned the AHT. You can see AHT returned to exactly where it was started. My bid is at 135. This was exactly where AHT was 2 days ago, which is 313. This is exactly where it closed yesterday, 314. Because after I placed a bid, they had it at 135.50. I placed a bid to buy at 135. They closed it at 136. And then this morning, you can see where it is. As soon as I started typing, you can see that. Not this morning. It just happened like exactly 10 10:29 a.m. on March 15th, 2024. Thank you. My bid is still there at 135 since yesterday. You can see that. You can see what happened as soon as the Genius tries to go up. You can see that as soon as the Genius tries to go up, you can see they quickly lower the AHT to 13550 as a signal. You can see that. You can see the signal that just went out, and then the signal that just went out, and they stopped right there. You can see the signal.
Quelques balles pour eux-mêmes, pour leurs besoins, qu'ils puissent attraper des vivants et qu'ils puissent couper la main du vivant afin de rapporter ça et de montrer. Et donc, cela va faire que non seulement nous avons eu maintenant un amoncellement de mains coupées et boucanées, mais aussi dans les villages, voir des gens, spécialement des gamins, avec une main coupée parce que quelqu'un l'avait attrapé, avait coupé sa main pour pouvoir faire valoir et garder les balles pour soi.
This photograph, dating to around 1904, shows one father with the severed hand and foot of his murdered daughter. She was 5.
So here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna get off of this app and I'll try to buy more of the Genius group.
Et il y a à peu près 10 millions de personnes qui ont disparu. Et non seulement parce qu'il y a eu ces atrocités de mains coupées, mais il y a eu d'autres.
Guys, you see where this is? So I'm going to go in there and try to get more of the Genius group. But I want to capture some of this first for you.
Y compris leurs valises, etc. Parfois même des canons pour pouvoir faire la guerre de conquête. Pendant longtemps, cette mémoire a été cachée. Parce que pendant la période coloniale, on n'en a pas parlé beaucoup.
You can see that?
Et même actuellement.
Now watch, I'm going to go and try to tweet again.
Clearly, the horrors of Belgian rule in the Congo
I'm going to try to tweet
are
again.
still a source of pain for the people of that country. After the break,
Watch.
from the Congo,
You can see that?
as well as the carve up of the
So I'm going to pause the video and I will try to tweet again.
For Africa.
Watch.
Dominique
See where all this are?
agreed to give me the rare privilege
See that?
of visiting the hallowed site of the Royal Cemetery.
See where all this
Tell
are?
me the story of her great-great-grandfather, King Nrde. He made a brave stand against the officials of the Belgian King Leopold II when they visited him in Katanga in 1891 and insisted
See where all this
he
are?
hand over his land and copper mines.
So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in and modify and add compositions. Pause.